Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Getting ready for a wild Tex-Mex joint in Hutto, Texas.
That's why I love doing this show.
Everything is made fresh. Look at that.
This is absolutely incredible.
Plus, we go inside a top burger spot in New Braunfels.
The main feature in this burger is the homemade jalapeno cheese fritter. There's 2 of those on the burger.
And we traveled to Castroville for comfort food with a phenomenal view.
You gotta have tacos when you're in Central and South Texas. That's just the way it goes. Even North Texas, you gotta have some tacos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is in Austin, Texas.
Now we're here in Austin, Texas to go inside of a bar and grill that's serving up some great bites and tasty drinks. Let's go inside Moonshine Comfort and Cocktails. Joining me now is Joe Wynn. He's the director of operations out here at the restaurant. And right in front of us, it's a little bit of starters, a little bit of entrees, and that gorgeous dessert that's right there in front of us, and some whiskey. Now, popcorn. Why popcorn, not chips and salsa?
You know what? We just thought it'd be fun, and it is. I mean, we have a special seasoning that's made just for us. And sometimes, you know what? People like to throw popcorn around, catch it in their mouth. You can't do that with chips and salsa, right?
You're gonna put an eye out if you do that with chips and salsa.
Exactly.
We also have some whiskey right here in front of us. This is a little sampling of what you got.
We house one of the largest single barrel, hand-selected single barrel collections in the city of Austin. It's not the state of Texas. Very few of these bottles get released to the public, so you really can only find it here at Moonshine. This is our Eagle Rare. It's a single barrel Eagle Rare from the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Cheers to you. Thank you for
Cheers,
bringing
David.
this out here.
My
We're
pleasure.
Oh, that's delightful. It's a little sweet, right, at
Yeah.
first, and then it finishes smooth.
This is our fried green tomatoes, perfectly battered and fried. Our chef actually tops it off with a tomatillo aioli, a little bit of smoked shrimp and pimento on that.
You want to grab one with me here? Take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
There we go. All right, that's the bite. Oh, wow. The fried green tomatoes have a great crunch on the outside. The smoky shrimp mixed in with the acidity from the tomatoes and that aioli on the bottom just makes for the perfect bite. Plus, that fried green tomato is just killer. I mean, this is outstanding.
Yeah.
It's every little element you want in a great bite. That is really good. This is a big old piece of pork, man. What's going on in this dish?
Chef sous vide this, right? And a little bit of bourbon and whiskey and various other things. And then we'll go ahead and char grill that, top it off with a peach chutney, and then a little bit of greens on top.
The sous vide is going to guarantee you a perfect cook every time. Look at that. I got you a little piece right there.
Oh, thank you.
Here's the bite. I'm out. Ooh.
Oh, my.
It is the perfect flavor profile that you want on a slice of pork. Plus, it has all that flavor down to the bone. You cut into it, it's the right temperature all throughout. That's that sous vide process. You get a little bit of that demi-glaze on the side, the mashed potatoes, whatever side item you want. But man, this thing is rocking. One of the most tender pork chops I've ever had in my life. And it's just perfect.
Yeah, sweet,
that is a great,
savory,
yeah.
all that stuff going on, and you're like,
That's money. I would just pick it up by the bone and just go for it.
yeah.
You got a little drink right here to cool down with.
We created this thing called the bourbon slush. It's kind of like a frozen Arnold Palmer with a touch of whiskey in there.
I'm not letting this go.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
you
gonna-
should. Yeah, that thing.
Woo, that's dangerous.
It will catch up on you, brother.
That's dangerous. I love that drink.
All right, so this is our jalapeno hanger steak. It's one of the most tender pieces of the cow. We top it off with a salsa verde and a little bit of demi-glaze as well. Nice, juicy. We do sous vide this as well.
Oh man. The hanger steak is so good. It has a nice acidity and brightness to it. I mean, cooked to perfection. You dip it all together, mix it up. It is the ultimate bite. It's super tender. I mean, that just melts in your mouth.
Over here we have one of our most popular starters as well as the side dishes, our Brussels sprouts. We're gonna go ahead and flash fry them, toss them in a little bit of hot honey, and then a little bit of fresh cheese right on top.
Come on.
This is a baked macaroni and cheese with pimento cheese. Top it off with a little bacon gratin.
It's a southern restaurant. You got to have mac and cheese.
Exactly. This is our peanut butter mousse pie bar. It's an Oreo cookie crust, Reese's Pieces throughout, cream cheese icing, a little bit of caramel and chocolate sauce on top.
There you go. Oh my goodness, look at that.
And then have a little bit of whiskey with that.
Okay,
oh,
cheers.
Man, cheers. Wow.
Cheers to you, Joe. Thank you so much for having us out here. You guys, Moonshine, it's a great spot to come out here in Austin, Texas. The cold drinks, the whiskey menu that's just a plethora of different kinds that you can get. It really doesn't get any better than this. This is what you want.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us out here.
Support local, y'all. Cheers.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're at the Root Pub in San Antonio. Just north of 1604 on 281, this bar features a variety of games on the inside plus a large space just to relax. And look at that ice cold Shiner beer on draft. But y'all, the food here is outstanding. They got the Philly cheesesteak fries, this one right there, loaded chicken sandwiches, ahi tuna salads, burgers with the eggs on top. They even got the shrimp salad, ice cold beer, chicken wings. Everything out here is just next level delicious. Look at that. I mean, this chicken sandwich has got to be my new favorite one here in San Antonio. Chicken wings are on point. You guys got to go check them out. Scan the QR code on the screen to learn more. The Root Pub is where it's at. Now, we're cruising to San Antonio for an authentic Mexican seafood joint.
Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas, right by the Pearl off the Broadway corridor to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up seafood recipes from Mexico. Let's go inside Senor Fish. Joining me now is the executive chef out here at the restaurant, Gerardo Ramirez. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And in front of us, you have prepared quite the ensemble of the sea. I mean, we got a little bit of creatures from all over the place.
Yeah.
And the drinks as well from behind the bar. How long have you been cooking?
I've been cooking since I'm 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And was this originally the style that you learned how to cook in?
Not really. This is my first seafood restaurant.
Did you learn how to cook at school? Did you learn how to cook at home? Like, where did that come from?
I wanted to study in England, in the cordon bleu.
Oh, wow.
But it was unpayable for me when I was 18. So I went there just to learn English, and I started to work as a dishwasher in a restaurant, in a very good restaurant over there. And the chef knew that I wanted to study that, so he started to teach me a little bit.
Yeah.
When I get back home in Mexico, I entered to the university and I studied gastronomy. And,
Wow.
Yeah, for 4 years.
Dude, what a cool story, man. So you went from passionate about food, learning how to do it by starting out as a dishwasher, and then now look at you're the executive chef of a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is this dish?
That's the aguachile rojo,
And
red
what-
aguachile.
And what is inside of it?
Inside of it is the shrimp. It's half-cooked shrimp with lime juice. It has some achiote paste, have some adobo in it.
All right, I'm gonna take a bite. Here we go. That is so bright and refreshing, and it's very simple, but the flavor on it is fantastic. I like that little bit of spice on there. And then the red onions, they're shaved so thin, they're just gonna melt in your mouth, but they give you a good flavor as well. And right here, this big guy's looking at us. He's kind of ugly, but I bet she's gonna taste delicious. So what's going on here?
That's a red snapper, a whole red snapper deep fry.
You just threw them in the deep fryer. What goes on the outside? What kind of breading is that?
It's just a cornstarch, so make it more crispy.
Oh, okay.
And we put the red snapper on brine, so it gives the exact amount of salt.
Yeah.
We don't add any salt after that.
Deep fried whole red snapper. Oh, wow. The flavor is very delicate.
Yeah.
And even the breading on the outside, it's more of a texture. It's not going to overpower you or punch you in the face with oh, it's too breaded. It's going to have so many extra flavors to it. It's very simple, straightforward, and you get a really nice red snapper fish flavor. If you're looking for a place to relax on the weekend here in San Antonio, this is a great spot. They have a huge outdoor patio, plus the cocktails from behind the bar are really, really good. Slightly dangerous because they go down real smooth. In front of me, you got some tacos as well. different kinds of ceviche, right?
Yeah.
You have a passion fruit ceviche?
Passion fruit habanero ceviche. It's very good. You're gonna like it.
I'm gonna give it a
I'm gonna receive another pound.
Yeah, I bet. And this one up in the front, what's going on with that
That's aguachile verde.
one? Oh, okay.
It's
Very
kind
similar.
of very similar, but different flavor, you know. But it's
Yeah.
the same structure.
This seems like it's just a passion project for you. To go from where you started to where you're at today, it's just amazing to see that it's very possible. If you have the energy, you have the drive, you can do whatever you want to do in life. It's like a little story on just dreaming big, right? Yeah. And, you know, congratulations to you. Gerardo, thank you so much for talking with us today. Grab a cocktail, my friend. Grab a cocktail. There you go. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
You guys, Senor Fish, this place is awesome. It's right next to the Pearl, right off the Broadway corridor in San Antonio. You come on out here, you're gonna get really great, authentic Mexican seafood dishes, and you're gonna be blown away. It's very fresh, very light, and I love what's going on. Take a sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, and them cocktails. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we travel to Castroville for comfort food with a phenomenal view.
You gotta have tacos when you're in Central and South Texas. That's just the way it goes. Even North Texas, you gotta have some tacos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And next, we go inside a new spot in San Antonio serving up fresh shakes, juices, and acai bowls.
That's like dessert.
It is dessert, but that's a whole lot of dessert.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. If you're feeling like something refreshing, well, you got to come up here to Stone Oak to a brand new spot that's serving up acai bowls and a lot of other goodness. Let's go inside Playa Bulls. Joining me now is Dipesh Patel. He's the owner out here at Playa Bulls in San Antonio. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you for coming out.
Acai bowls. Sounds refreshing. They are refreshing. They're delicious. But how did you get started in acai bowls and all this fresh stuff?
Well, it all started out last year. I was working as a dialysis nurse in New York. Went to help out during the pandemic. And one of my coworkers brought it over to me, and I was in love. I'd never heard of acai before until I got there, and here it is. A year later, I was like, I need to take this back to Texas, and here we are.
Which, thank you so much for going out there and helping out. I know that was I mean, just an incredible feat for a lot of people to go out there. It was super brave of you to do that.
We have the coconut bowl here, and it's Nutella, bananas, strawberries, coconut flakes, cacao nibs.
Well, take a bite with me here. You got to jump in.
All right, brother. Here we go.
So what is this one called?
This is a Nutella.
Here you go. Cheers to you. Nutella Loca. There's nothing healthy about that. That's just good.
It's very good. Very good.
It's very fresh. Nutella goes great on anything. I just love Nutella. But all the layers of flavor, I think the textures are the best part. Mm-hmm. You have those little bit of coconut shavings that are on there, the fresh fruit, the strawberries, that little bit of a granulated texture in there as well, the granola. Great crunch. The bananas are super sweet. That is so fun. That's like dessert.
It is dessert, but that's a whole lot of dessert for somebody.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of food there. Very shareable dish as well. This one right here in the front, this is like one of the more standard items, right? This is like an acai bowl.
Correct. So this is acai. What we do on all our bowls, we have granola layered on by one of our bases. This one's acai. We put more granola on top of that, and then this particular one has strawberries, blueberries, and honey on top. So this is our pura vida.
The pura vida. This one right here is going to have the acai. Oh, look at that. A little bit of honey on there. Oh man, that's the bite. Here we go. Oh wow. That's incredible. The acai bowl is a classic mix of the acai, the blueberries, the strawberries, the granola. It's very refreshing. There's a lot of it out here. These bowls are huge, so make sure you come hungry.
Naturally sweet, no artificial flavors in it.
And the honey you're using is also naturally sourced right here, locally sourced, right?
It's from Seguin. It's from David Holman Bee Farm in Seguin.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, some people like to have that for a lunch item, but once again, these are massive servings, man. You guys are doing it big out here.
It is, and we like to think of it as a healthier option for a meal.
Yeah. And you're getting so many different vitamins and minerals from all this fresh fruit, right? The acai, though, that's all about the antioxidants.
Yeah, absolutely, yep. Antioxidants, it's good for, just getting those free radicals out of your body.
This one right here, loaded with bananas. Which one is that?
This one is the Almond Joy. So it's, again, it's granola on the bottom, followed by chia that we make in-house.
Look at all that
and
chia
then
right there.
On top of that is more granola, bananas, coconut shavings, almonds, cacao nibs.
Oh, I gotta get a little bit of all that. I mean, again, the honey.
Yeah, all the layers.
There we go.
And the honey.
Wow. That is so delicious. And I love the chia pudding in there. It's a great texture. But chia is, again, it's another thing that's just, it's good for you. It's good for your body. And you get to have fun eating it. I think that's the cool part. It's kind of like a theme park for your taste buds. You get to have all this fun, but you're actually doing something that's a little bit healthy for you as well. Juices, smoothies, these are also things that you have on the menu as well. It's not just the bowls, and that's what we have right here. This one is super colorful, but I want to start on this green one, because the green, it's going to be a little bit healthy for you, right?
Yeah, so a lot of people are scared of the green just because it's got kale in it, and they think kale is going to taste not right, but our juices, that's made with kale, pineapples, mint.
That is delicious and refreshing. Also on the menu, you can get smoothies, you can get juices, everything made to order. The one I highly recommend has the kale and the carrot in there, because it looks like you're drinking something healthy. It's green, but then you take a sip and it's just sugar, baby. It's just goodness. It is really good for you. All fresh fruits, all fresh vegetables. This is a great spot to come after the gym, before the gym, or even for a good dessert. The bowls, the smoothies, the juices, everything out here, super fresh, made to order. You can also get coffee when you're out here as well. Thank you so much for having us out here. Give me some love. Playa Bulls, it's just north of San Antonio. You come out here, just have a good time. The inside is beautiful. It's very Instagrammable. I mean, you can come out here with your friends, your family. I would bring grandma out here and she would find something that she would enjoy as well. I love it. I'm gonna try, you know what? I'm gonna get a little crazy. Look at this. We're gonna go for it.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us right now is General Manager Casey Ogletree. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, thanks for coming.
And now something that's big, people, of course, you got to get your car fixed, but you got to do it at the convenience of your schedule, and you guys actually have a mobile service for that, right?
We do, and to better serve San Antonio, we're growing our mobile unit fleet. We're getting ready to have 2 mobile unit fleets that can go out to any home or office and take care of all the inconvenience or routine maintenance you need on your car.
That's super amazing. So you can actually use an app, schedule all this on there, get it to come out to you, do it on your time, and to learn more information about all the mobile services that are available here at Jordan Ford, just go to the website, www.jordanford.com. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here right outside the Circle in downtown New Braunfels to go inside of a burger spot that's located right next to the river. Let's go inside Muck N Fuss. Joining me now is Terry Muck N Fuss. He's the owner out here, and we're super excited because we got all these different drinks in front of us, plus all the burgers that you want.
Yeah, we're very excited to be in New Braunfels. It's been a very eventful year. The restaurant's doing fantastic, thankfully.
All right, so this is the Diablo burger. What's going on in this one?
The main feature in this burger is the homemade jalapeno cheese fritter. There's 2 of those on the burger. Southwest Ranch, fresh jalapenos. We have a pickled red onion, jalapeno bacon, and it's a blackened patty. Delicious. It's definitely our best seller.
Y'all don't play around on the sizes on there. All that loaded goodness. Come on. Here we go. Take the bite. Oh, wow. Spicy, cheesy, meaty goodness. This is like everything you want when you think of a spicy cheeseburger. Give me some love. If it's not messy, you're doing something wrong. Slightly spicy. That crispy bacon that's on there as well. It's seasoned really well. Got a little bit of that cheese, that cream on there, so it blends it all out. It's a nice, well-rounded bite. But the bread, I love the roll that's on there because it's gonna give you that vehicle that you want to hold all that in. I gotta say the winner though, of this whole bite is those pickled red onions. It adds the sweetness and the acidity that cuts through that creaminess, that kind of balances out that heat. That's exactly what you want. Now you have these big old, looks like tater tots on the side, right?
Yes, we make those fresh every day. There's cream cheese, jalapenos, cheddar cheese. They're very, very unique.
Oh, good.
We sell tons of them.
That is amazing. Chicken sandwiches are blowing up. They're all over the place.
That is our buffalo chicken sandwich. So it's hand breaded. It's our house-made buffalo sauce, blue cheese, crumbles. It's a little bit spicy, not too spicy.
Look at that bite. That's just awesome. Here we go. Oh, wow. Bro. The acidity from the pickles and that crumbled blue cheese make this a really delicious buffalo chicken sandwich. The sauce is amazing. If you're into chicken sandwiches, this is the one to try. I love that. Great crunch on the chicken, really nice flavors, and it just is an overall very palatable, not too spicy. Right. You got onion rings on the side as well. We gotta give them a try here. Red onion rings. That's a lot of crunch. That is really good. This is it's a spicy Juicy Lucy. This wasn't on your menu originally, right?
No, we ran it as a special. Very loyal customer named Matt Monteverde. And he loved this sandwich so much that he started a social campaign on Instagram, and he just raved and he went on and on about it. He even made a t-shirt and came in the restaurant wearing the t-shirt. So we actually brought it back permanently, and we did a little shout out on the menu to Matt Monteverde. You have 2 burger patties on there. We have our house-made pimento cheese. I also have jalapeno jack cheese. Too many ingredients to mention. It's a fabulous burger.
That's how you know it's going to be good then. Here we go. Here's the bite.
Lots of juice coming out of there.
Wow. Look at that. That's juicy. Thank Matt that this burger is still on the menu. If you're looking for something gooey, cheesy, and just all around messy, this is the one to get. I get it, Matt. I understand why you wanted this on the menu. You gotta be hungry when you go for it. The little crispy onion straws kind of going on there as well. I mean, you got a lot of crunch, lots of texture, a lot of fun things happening. Like you said, a lot of ingredients to mention that are on there. The sandwich, the burger is amazing. French fries on the side. I mean, you guys know how to make a really nice burger out here. So when you come out here, you can get a flight of cocktails, whatever ones you want. You have the frozen, you have on the rocks. This is a fun place to visit when you come up here with the whole family, whether it's before or after you come off the river. You get a great chicken sandwich, a great burger, and if the adults want a little something to sip on, they can get that too. Cheers to you. Terry, thanks so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming.
Of course, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. It is officially Polar Pop season here in Texas. So come on out to Circle K, grab a large Polar Pop for only 99 cents. You can get any of the fountain drinks behind us. Plus, you can also get freshly brewed teas. Plus, there's horchata available as well. So many different options to choose from. But I tell you what, that large for 99 cents, that's the deal to get.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Come on out to Circle K during the summertime, grab yourself a Polar Pop, get a large for only 99 cents. You can get any of the fountain drinks, freshly brewed teas, plus the horchata drinks are fantastic options as well. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Marcos, Texas, just right down from the square. You go inside of a restaurant that's been here for 16 years, serving up delicious Southern comfort food. Let's go inside the Root Cellar Cafe. Joining me now is General Manager Daniel Becknell out here at the Root Cellar. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you.
And right in front of us, we have a whole spread from breakfast all the way to dinner. We're gonna start right here with the French toast. This is like a different take on French toast, right?
Yeah, it's a Brazilian French toast. So it's gonna be butter rum syrup, cinnamon sugar on there, and then you've got it topped with whipped cream, fresh berries.
And look at that whipped cream. That's whipped cream,
Yeah.
you know? Is this all in-house that you're doing here?
Yeah, everything except for, I mean, we don't grow the strawberries and the blueberries, but everything else is done in-house.
I get hints of cinnamon roll when I take that bite. That's really nice. I love that. You have to go to the Root Cellar Cafe to get their challah bread French toast. Stuff is delicious. I'm telling you, it tastes very similar to a cinnamon bun because all the sugar and all the cinnamon that's on it. But when you take the bite, it just melts in your mouth. All that maple syrup that they're making in-house, the whipped cream, the fresh fruit, it's just delicious. This is a great dish. This is gonna fill you up.
Yeah.
Give me a cup of coffee or a mimosa and that's gonna be on point. I love that. This one, it's like a biscuit sandwich. Talk to me about what's going on.
All right, so we got a house-made biscuit. We cut that in half, and it's got homemade honey butter on it, and then hand-breaded chicken tenders and honey sriracha sauce on those chicken tenders.
That's the bite right there. Oh, I love that. The biscuit has a really nice flaky crust on the outside, really tender on the inside. But I love the chicken. It's like a little sticky, got the little honey sweet on there, a little bit of spice on it. That is a great bite, really like a southern quintessential brunch bite. This sandwich right here, it looks phenomenal, and actually it doesn't have any proteins in it, right?
That is correct. It's actually a vegetarian sandwich. It's that marinated eggplant sandwich. You've got wheatberry bread, and on the inside of that, we've got marinated eggplant, a little grilled onion, a little grilled tomato, house-made pesto, provolone cheese, and then some locally sourced microgreens.
Man, you put the whole garden on this. Oh, wow. That pesto is so perfect. It has a really good creamy, kind of cheesy finish to it. That's that Parmesan. The eggplant, I'm very surprised because, you know, I like fried eggplant, but even in this form, it really stings. It does really well. Toasty on the outside, it's a crispy texture that you want as well. I mean, this is money.
That's actually one of my favorite things to eat here. I'm not a vegetarian.
You're like, I eat meat
I
and
eat
it's
meat all the
good.
time, but I also eat that eggplant sandwich all the time.
On the side, you got a little bit of green bean action going on with some onions. Give it a bite.
Simple, crispy.
Oh, yeah.
Shoestring chicken, we got a house marinated chicken breast, and then we cover it with a basil cream sauce and then flash fried onion rings. So we did it with vegetable medley and house battered asparagus fries.
Nice. That's the bite. That's a great bite, bro.
Feels good, right?
That is so good. You made this, right?
I did, yeah. That was a dish I created back in the day.
I love the flavors on this. It's like complex without being fussy, and I think it's just really good. Good depth of flavor on there as well. You got some like fried asparagus, which I've never even had in this form. It's got some bubbles on the outside. It's like a beer batter?
Yeah, it's a beer batter. We use Steiner Blonde for that.
Oh, great crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Give me some love on that one.
Yes, sir.
That's good. I love the fried asparagus. I've never had them this way, but I don't ever want to have asparagus any other way. Great menu. Great service as well. You guys are awesome out here. The Root Cellar, you walk around the square here in San Marcos, and then you come over here, you work up an appetite. You can keep shopping as you walk down this way, and you can get some drinks, a little mimosa action going on as well. Daniel, cheers to you.
Cheers, sir.
The Root Cellar, y'all. This is where it's at in San Marcos. Oh, you put a little booze in there.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? Yeah.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Castroville, Texas to try some elevated comfort food with some killer views. Let's go inside the Texas Bistro restaurant at the Hillside Boutique Hotel. Joining us now is the marketing and special events coordinator out here, Denise. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you for coming.
And I'm super excited because this is a beautiful place. The weather is acting right today, which is really nice. And the food in front of us was all prepared fresh by the chef right there in the kitchen. And you know, everything just looks over the top.
Our menu plays homage to the Texas Hill Country, a little bit elevated. So if you think like a twist on modern comfort food.
A twist on modern comfort food, and you could see that. If you want to go for steak night, you got the steak right in front of me. You also have some tacos on the side, pot roast, and we'll get into everything here, charcuterie board, cocktails. But this one right here, a ribeye steak, classic cut, really nice prepared on there. I see some corn potatoes. What's going on with this dish?
Yeah, so this is our 16-ounce hand-cut akiashi ribeye with our cowboy butter. It's made in-house with some parsley, salt and pepper, and then we have our grilled asparagus and confit potatoes.
I want to try the potato real quick before we jump into the steak. Look at that, a little bit of corn. I'm gonna dip in that butter. I'm gonna go butter.
I would do the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Delicious.
Woo! Here we go, I'm gonna get a little piece of the steak. There we go. Check that out. Really nice cut. Some of the fat on the outside rendered perfectly and cooked to a really nice medium. That's the bite.
Moneymaker.
If you love ribeye steaks and you're in Castroville, this is the one to get. It has a really nice crust on the outside, lots of flavor, cooked perfectly in the middle, and those potatoes on the side, come on. Those things were rendered perfectly, nice fat content on them, crusty on the outside, tender on the inside, asparagus, and a little bit of cowboy butter on top. That's gotta be one of my favorite steak bites I've ever had.
Yeah, so this is our house specialty. It's been on the menu for several years. It's our cilantro chicken. Our cilantro chicken is marinated for over 48 hours. It's fettuccine pasta with a cilantro cream base. Our chicken's marinated in cilantro and it's tossed with sauteed mushrooms, heirloom cherry tomatoes, and then we have a side of focaccia bread.
First off, just on the nose, wonderful smells. You get an essence of a little bit of butter, a little bit of cilantro that's on there as well. But those tomatoes, look at the big old tomato that's just cooked nicely, broken down with the pasta. Here we go. If you want something a little bit on the lighter side, but you still want to fill up, the cilantro chicken is a great choice. It's the most popular item on their menu, and for good reason. Lots of flavor in there. That little tomato adds that bright acidity flavor you want, but then you get the chicken. Nice crust on the outside as well. They really know how to handle their proteins out here. And then on the inside, super tender. Lots of flavor in this. You got that big old piece of bread on the side. You can just dunk it in that sauce, and that's like a second meal in itself. This is really good. I can see why this is a very popular dish. Now, this one in front of you, it's pot roast. And this is really what you said, like comfort food elevated.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. So what's going on inside that pot roast?
This is one of my favorite dishes on the menu. So this is our in-house smoked brisket. It's topped with a horseradish cream and then root vegetable medley and potatoes and au jus sauce.
Ooh, au jus.
Yeah, it's full of flavor.
I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. So I want some of this brisket. I want some of that potato. If it's anything like those other potatoes, it's gonna be over the top. Oh, look, that's the bite. Come on, here we go. Oh, there we go, give me some.
Right, definitely a favorite.
That is comfort food. The views out here are breathtaking. I honestly had no idea that Castroville had something like this. I mean, the views of the pasture out there, it's just like as Texas as it gets. Plus you can stay here. There's a pool, there's a lot of green space, different activities for the family to do around Castroville, and the rooms here are top notch. I'm super excited just to keep diving into all this. I'm gonna grab this cocktail right here. And of course, you know, full bar, this is where it's at. You get your wine, you get your cocktails, enjoy yourself out here with the family, bring the kids, there's a pool. It's just really gorgeous out here. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Guys, this is where it's at out here in Castroville. I'm gonna take a sip.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at Thea's Kitchen with Thea herself. She's just like everybody's Thea right here. And I'm super excited because you're gonna take us inside the food truck and you're gonna show us what you're cooking up, right?
Yes, mijo, like if you're at Thea's house, I'm gonna cook it right up for you.
We got breakfast tacos, you got birria, you have a burrito, and then you have a brisket quesadilla you're gonna be making for us, right?
That's right, I'm gonna make it and you're gonna love it.
I'd love huddles so much. Let's go do it.
Let's go.
Now we're inside of the kitchen area here at Thea's Kitchen. And Thea, you're making us some good food right now. We're gonna start with a brisket quesadilla.
Yes, mijo, a brisket quesadilla. And I'm not cheap on my brisket either. You get a good amount.
Oh, it's not, you can smell, as soon as you lifted that lid off, you can smell the smoke.
Yes, I smoke it with mesquite, mijo.
So it looks like 2 different kinds, 3 different kinds of cheeses you got
Yes,
going on?
Kobe Jack, and then I use a little bit of the Monterrey, just
Yeah.
Monterrey, because I like it creamy.
Right.
And you cannot have a quesadilla if it's not toasty.
Yeah.
So
gotta
I
be-
do not rush my quesadillas. I like them very crispy, and I flip it a lot so it doesn't burn too much on one side.
Look at-
But you're gonna see that it's gonna start melting right away.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. It's almost perfect for you to try it.
Wow.
Are you gonna wanna try it with some green salsa, mijo?
Yes, please.
Can you get the squeeze bottle? Pretend like you're at your home.
Okay.
And you're gonna get the bottle in there, the top right hand, the ándale,
Oh,
right
there you go. It's like creamy. Oh, there you go. Cutting it up now. So very straightforward. I mean, you're just getting the brisket that's in there. That's really going to be kind of the prominent flavor then, right?
I'm not saying it's delicious because I make it, but it is delicious.
Right. You're like,
Yeah, so you're gonna try it now, mijo?
yes. Green salsa, the quesadillas. You want to hold that for me real quick?
Of course, mijo.
All right, that's got
Yep.
the brisket in there.
Let's see.
I want to get a little bit of action.
No, you get it. You taste it and see if you like it. You
Oh,
taste
wow.
the smoke?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Look at that. That's how you know the quesadilla is made right. That's why I love doing this show. Okay, now it's time to make a burrito. And you're getting ready. So this is a 12-inch tortilla that you're going to
Yes.
put onto the flat top. You're going to warm it up, load it up, right?
Yes.
Show me how you do it.
All right, mijo. Here we go.
There
so
you go.
the first ingredient I put is the rice.
I like that this rice isn't your typical Mexican rice though, right? Like what
No.
do you do different?
This is basmati rice because I like the long grain and I don't do mushy rice.
What do you got there? Just a little
These
bit
are
like
the-
refried beans?
And they're homemade, mijo. There's no can here. They're refried in bacon drippings and everything.
Oh, you can smell it. As soon as you lift that up, that just smells good.
And we're gonna make this half and half. So
Half what?
Half brisket, and then we're gonna do some of the pork over here too.
Oh my gosh, look
Just
at
so
that.
you can try it out.
Look, it's just like falling apart. When you pulled on it, it all just like basically
Yeah.
shredded as soon
So
as
you
put
can
it.
just try it, and then we gotta make sure you have some veggies so you don't get in trouble. Cause you gotta have veggies, even if it's pico and chile. And
Oh,
all
look at
that.
that little hack. You're using the back side of the knife.
Yeah, mijo, I'm trying to cut myself. I gotta work. I gotta make my money, honey. And here's the fun part. You gotta put a lot of queso.
Oh
A
man.
lot of queso, okay?
You don't
Okay.
play games.
I told you, mijo.
You can roll that up right now. You got it. Look
You
at you.
wanna make a bet?
No.
You wanna make a bet?
Do it, do it.
Okay, because you're gonna owe me an ice cream.
Oh,
There
man,
is
look
a
at
trick
that.
to this. You cannot tear it or it's not gonna work.
Right.
Here's my baby.
Look at
She's
that.
a little over a pound. Little oil. You can hear it sizzling, and that's what you want to hear.
Kind of seals it together, right?
Yes, but I like to toast it because when you bite into it, it doesn't go like mush.
Right.
You still got that.
It's got a little crunchy texture going
Yes.
to it. Is that something that you did at home, or did you grow up eating it this way?
My dad, we used to make it with hamburger meat and beans and cheese, and we'd throw it in there and flip it. Oh, you don't know, mijo. If you were here, you'd gain weight. You don't want to gain weight.
All right, Thea, now you've made the burrito for us. You've cut it in half. You're going to put sauce on this half, no sauce, right?
No, I want you to taste everything in there, but here I'm gonna give you some poblano sauce and some enchilada sauce.
This is the pork side.
You can buy that, mijo. I love to see people go,
Thank you so much for having us out here. All of your food is delicious. Thea's Kitchen out here in Hutto. It's in a food trailer right now, but look out for it. I'm sure it's going to be going big time. Looking for that brick and mortar coming up.
Yes, we are looking for a brick and mortar, mijo. How did you know? Come and visit me. You'll be
There you
like
go.
you're at home.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get a map and more information on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, TexasEatsTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.